I haven't played plain old Terraria Survival since 1.2 on an Xbox. I didn't properly beat the game either, I just killed the wall of flesh, that's pretty much it. That's why I decided to spend 100 days in vanilla Terraria. The plan is simple, I want to beat the Moon Lord, but being that I have only beaten the Moon Lord like once, and that was like with someone else, I have doubts. So, I'll try it anyway. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know, like, subscribe, why the heck not, and let's begin my suffering. Day 1, the day of most importance. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but whatever. Anyway, I started on a little house area so that I could get some NPCs to move in. After that, I did some exploring and some mining and found our first decent weapon, a boomerang. Then, I made it back to the house after the mining trip and I managed to make an enchanted boomerang that will last us for a little while. The next day, I decided to go exploring. Again. I ended up exploring the deepest and darkest parts of all the caves I could find, and I found some nice heart crystals. Now, I have some more health, which is kind of essential at this point. And I even got some accessories, the shoe spikes and flurry boots. I like the flurry boots more than the shoe spikes because the flurry boots I can like go even faster, and the shoe spikes I could just like stick on the wall. But hey, it's at least something to get me along. Oh, and I died. Ventured back into the mines and looted tons of chests. I'm not even kidding. Not much came out of the chests, but I did get a few good pulls, along with like all the iron and all the gold and cool stuff I got with that. I managed to get a double jump with a cloud in a bottle. Yeah, like now I can easily double jump, which is cool. And I got a mace, which is far better than our boomerang, and it will last me quite a while. I keep on saying that, don't I? Whatever. And I got a mushroom minecart, which was pretty cool at the time, and now it's not really. But I also finally got an Eye of Cthulhu spawner, so we can fight that. Now that I have the merchant and the guide living together in such good harmony, I was able to buy a force pylon. At the moment, it doesn't do much, but it will, I promise. I then got prepared for the Eye of Cthulhu by making some silver armor and a gold bow. Once night arrived, I spawned one in, all for another one to randomly just spawn in. Yeah, so that was fun. So anyway, I faced both of them at the same time. It wasn't that difficult, I just ran from them and shot them with the bow. But hey, we killed 2 Eye of Cthulhus, so that's pretty cool. After defeating the big ol' eyes, I kinda got like bloodthirsty with killing some bosses and other stuff, so I figured might as well kill the freaking Eater of Worlds, because why not? Yeah, I have like my armor and gear. I couldn't really improve it, so why not kill it? So first, I had to break some orbs to spawn it, and I don't have a good enough pickaxe, so I used bombs. And in the process, I got 2 pieces of ancient shadow armor. So yeah, I didn't end up using that in the end, but whatever. And yeah, I decided also to spawn in 2 Eater of Worlds, because I had the time and I needed the resources, so we did that. After absolutely destroying 2 Eater Worlds, I made the full shadow armor set, and a few tools to go with it. Then, I drank a gravitation potion to explore some sky islands, which led me to find our next best weapon, the Star Fury. After that, I found my way to the desert so that I could build a base so that I could eventually buy the desert pylon, but then I died. But then I fought the Skeletron and won, surprisingly anyway. I had like little confidence with that, and I even managed to get a cobalt shield and shadow key before I died in the dungeon, so that works. So a meteorite has landed, so yeah, why not spend the time to mine it and get some better armor? Oh, and of course, die, because that seems to be my Terraria experience right now. Anyway, I then ventured to the jungle. Besides dying a lot, I got tons of loot, especially the magic mirror, which is incredibly helpful with getting back home. But then a goblin army started, so that's when I needed to use the magic mirror. I defeated them easily, didn't get really like anything from them, but after that, I managed to find a goblin tinkerer, since they can now spawn. Time to go back to the dungeon, well, at least for a second anyway, because I just got the Muramasa. Yeah, it's a huge pickup. Anyway, I then ventured to the jungle to get a pylon by building a house and getting stuff, blah blah blah, all that kind of crap. I ended up bringing home a huge haul. And I'm talking like tons of chests, a shark pet, enough materials to make the blade of grass. And I was also able to upgrade my boots to lightning boots, then to frost spark boots. Mega upgrades, I know. Now, I need to go to hell. Yeah, that's right. Whoever told me to go to hell in high school, I'm doing this just for you idiots. Yeah, so after digging a big ol' hole down to hell, I looted tons of shadow chests and managed to get some obsidian skin, potions, and cool stuff like that. I used that to dive into the lava, and basically, I just mined some hellstone. I mined enough hellstone where I was able, well, I will be able to make all my cool stuff. After spending a few days in hell, I made the fiery pickaxe, a knight's edge, and some woolen armor. So now I am ready for the damn wall of flesh. Except for one thing. For the rest of the day, I worked towards making a bridge so that I could fight the wall of flesh easily. Well, looking back at it, I probably should have made it longer, but I guess, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It worked, and everything turned out just the way, well, not necessarily the way I wanted, but just the way I wanted. This is where the boys get separated from the men. Hard mode. I finally have arrived into hard mode after slaying the meaty wall of flesh. Yeah, I became very, very productive by mining a lot. Like, I managed to get freaking, what was it? The first 2 ores, can't remember them. And then adamantite, like gear. Yeah, ore, gear, same thing. Other than that, other than dying a few times and stuff like that, I did great. Then I decided to farm some light mummies for light shards, and that was basically my days. I continued to farm light mummies in the Hallow Desert. It wasn't like a hard farm by any means, but it was just incredibly tedious. They wouldn't spawn that much. But after I got the final light shard I needed, I ventured to the underground. And can I just say, the hollowed biome looks amazing. I had to farm up approximately a lot of creatures and stuff because I needed to get 16 souls of light. Once again, it was quite tedious. However, it was worth the wait because I was able to make a Sky Fracture, one of the best magic weapons in early hard mode. I went mining for more stuff. Yeah, I wasn't really that complicated, but quickly, I really got bored of it. I then hunted for tons of souls of light, probably an unreasonable amount, but whatever. I want to make wings in the near future, so yeah. Then I decided to make a risky decision to make a mechanical eye that I will or will not regret. We'll see. The last thing I need before I fight the twins is wings. So it started to blizzard in the snow biome, so I managed to farm some ice golems, and they drop, well, they have a 1 in 3% chance, whatever, to get a ice feather when you kill it. And that is used to make the frozen wings. And the frozen wings are pretty good. After making them wings, I decided to make a quick arena so I could fight the twins. Yep, you know how I said I might regret my decision? I'm gonna regret my decision. Well, I did, so yeah, that's nice. After that big regret, I needed to get better gear. So I worked on making the Dao Pao, which is honestly a pretty good weapon. I was told it was a good weapon anyway. I needed to farm some mummies again and all that stuff. Yeah, then I died to the destroyer while I was using it. So I contemplated my life, and then I started planning, only to fight the destroyer again, but actually, I won this time. So the first mechanical boss has finally fallen. Now that a mechanical boss is dead, I can get life fruit. So I made an arena, or area, not necessarily an arena, that will help me find a lot more life fruit. And it even has mimics. Mimics spawn quite common there, so it's pretty cool. And I managed to get 2 life fruit, a cross necklace, and a Titan glove. Using the Titan glove, I was able to make a power glove. With that, I thought I could defeat the twins. Yeah, I was horribly wrong. So now I need to prepare for another boss. So I decided to try getting a summoning weapon, which made me die. Yeah, there's this mini boss called the Dread Nautilus. It drops a staff that is really good, but you need to fish during the blood moon to spawn the Dread Nautilus, and the Dread Nautilus killed me. It was fun. So I went to the jungle, found more life fruits, and then another twin just randomly spawned, and I was like, okay, well, here I am to die, and I died. So yeah, that was fun. Now a solar eclipse started. Yeah, it didn't really give me anything of interest. It was just like a pain. They were very tough, but it's fine. Anyway, I did some research and decided to try a new technique when it came to bosses. I picked up a yalls, yo-yo or whatever, and a yo-yo bag, which I have the stuff to make it. I just had to make it. And it absolutely decimated the twins and Skeletron Prime. So finally, we can make some progress. Next on our quest of progress is better armor. I ventured to the jungle to pick up some chlorophyte. A few potions later, we had just enough. Throughout getting the ore, I did get some life fruit, so that's pretty cool, more health. Next, I made some turtle armor, which arguably for me is the best, like third best armor in the game that I can use. I say arguably because I know like other classes and stuff can have better ones, but I don't care. This is what I'm using, so yeah. So the last thing I had to do was slaughter 8 queen slimes to get a staff, like a blade staff or whatever, because it was recommended for the fight for Terraria when I'm gonna do, but yeah, whatever. I got it, so that's cool. Terraria is our next target, so while I was farming for a bit more life fruit so I could be a little bit tankier, I took an opportunity to make an arena for Terraria. I used the same strategy I used for the twins on Terraria, and I was able to tear it a new flower, if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense. Whatever. Then I ventured through the jungle temple and died twice to the golem. I did think I was getting a little too cocky, but it's fine. So the golem. From my experiences, it isn't that hard, but in this case, I need better gear. So I thought I should farm for like a frozen key because it recommended I should get like the frost hydra staff. Yeah. I even spawned a solar eclipse for some more creature spawns. I never got the key. However, I did get a broken hero sword, and because of that, I made my true knight's edge. I got an Excalibur, made that into a true Excalibur, and made the Terror blade. With my newly acquired Terra blade, I was able to tear a new hole in 7 golems. Yeah, I don't even think that was funny. It's fine. I was hoping for a pixel, but I didn't even get a single one. All I got was like the fisty thingies and the heat ray thingies. Whatever. We had like the 7 lizard batteries though. However, I was able to make a celestial stone for better damage, which better damage in day and night, whatever. I also farmed for a magma stone to make a fire gauntlet. Then I got max life and I killed Terraria again. After I finished my jungle escapade, I fought some pirates. Nothing really special came from it, but I fought them, so that's cool, I guess. Then I felt really powerful at the time, so I attempted the old one's army. Yeah, I kind of failed, so yeah, that was fun. Now, I decided to farm Medusa in the underground marble biome to get a pocket mirror. Yeah, that didn't go my way either. Like, God, thanks game. For the first time in forever, I decided to take a break from killing and do some very nice base work. I added a few more rooms to my main base so that I could get a few more NPCs. So then, I decided to make a huge armory type storage room. Yeah, it's very excessive. I'm gonna put like one item in one yeah, it's stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, like why the heck not? So yeah, there's a lot of organizing to be done, dumb stuff like that, and yeah, Caesar, I'm sorry. After finishing up some organization, I went back to finally retrieve the pocket mirror. It took a little longer than I wanted, but I got it. Next, I farmed for a blindfold, which I got fairly fast compared to the pocket mirror. Then, more pirates had the audacity to invade again. Like, I'll take your gold, but freaking stop. Then, I took a bit to get the vitamins. It took a little while, just like the pocket mirror, but I got it. So, with all that stuff, plus other stuff I got a while back, I was able to make the Ankh shield. Now, I'm immune to pretty much everything. Quickly before the next boss fight, I upgraded my storage. That's all about that. So then I fought the lunatic cultist. It was kind of a pushover, but whatever. It's not, yeah, whatever. So now I have the 4 pillars in the world. The plan is that I need to go to the solar pillar first, which I did and completed with a good amount of ease. After collecting the solar fragments, I got myself a solar eruption, one of the best weapons in the game. Same thing happened with the Stardust pillar, except it was a tad harder. Anyway, with the pillar completed, I got one of the best summons, the Stardust Dragon. So, next, I started to farm the Old One's army, since we can, now defeat it, or we will be able to. But yeah, whatever. The goal is to get the wings from Betsy, which are pretty good wings. Well, they're at least better than my current ones, I think. I'm pretty sure. So, after quite a few runs, quite a few fails as well, yeah, whatever, I managed to finally get the wings. And at this moment, that is the last item I need before we fight the Moon Lord. So I got potions, I got everything I needed to fight the Moon Lord. I defeated the Vortex Pillar, then the Nebula Pillar. I died quite a few times, but it's cool. It definitely makes me not nervous for the Moon Lord, not at all. So, I decided to fight him. It was an intense battle. I was jumping, flying, and running everywhere. Everything I did led to this point. But I killed him. Twice, actually. I needed 2 weapons from him, which, ironically, I got after 2 kills, so that's pretty cool. I never thought I would beat the Moon Lord this easy. So yeah, I have a new quest to do, which is to acquire the legendary Zenith, the best weapon in the game. I've never properly used it, I've never properly gotten it. So, I organized everything I have for it, and I learned that the next weapon I need for it is the Beekeeper. So, I farmed the Queen Bee a few times, actually a lot, and I finally did get one after 10 kills probably, so that was fun. The next weapon that we need is the Influx Weaver. I had to farm the Alien Invasion, which I did a lot. I farmed it quite a lot. I killed the Martian ship thingy so many times, but finally, after 100, probably 1,000 kills knowing my luck, I got it. So anyway, I moved to the next weapon, which was the Enchanted Sword. Yeah, if you don't know, this thing can be hard to find. So yeah, I didn't find it, but yeah, I think I have an idea how to get it. So after failing to find an enchanted sword in my world, I figured I should make an expert Crimson world to hopefully find one, which I did. I found it with fair ease. It wasn't really that hard to just use the Contaminator or whatever. I even killed the Brain of Cthulhu while I was there, so that was neat. I will revisit the world eventually, maybe in another 100 days of this character, I don't know. But at the moment, this world is no longer of use to me because I got the one thing, and the only one thing I needed. Now, there's one more blade I need in order to make the Zenith. It is the Horseman's Blade, which is only dropped from the Pumpkin and the Pumpkin Moon. Oh, and it is also rare, in between 2% and 14% drop. I don't know what that means, I just saw it on the wiki. So yeah, I fought through a ton of Pumpkin Moons, 5 or 6, roughly. It was extremely annoying. But then, finally, after getting little to no drops of anything from not even Morning Wood gave it anything, whatever. So, I finally managed to get one, and yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Here it is, the best weapon in the game, the Zenith. I was overjoyed to hold this beauty. Never have I thought I would be holding this amazing weapon, but here I am. So to test it out, I fought the Moonlord. I managed to get enough stuff to make the full set of solar flare armor and wings and a pickaxe. Then I decided to fight a few other bosses, which was Fishron and the Empress of Light. I tried the Empress in the morning, then died. But then I killed it at night, so yeah. For the start of these days, I did some work on my storage. Then I went to farm for an obsidian rose from an imp in hell. It took a little while, but while riding back and forth, I eventually found one. With the newly acquired rose, I was able to make the amazing Tear Spark boots, which I'm gonna be honest, they be pretty good. Finally, to start working towards something else, I needed to absolutely demolish 2 Skellboy Primes. It was quite easy. Next, I decided to fight the Frost Moon, so that I could get some Christmas stuff from the Christmas event. I also hoped for new items, none of which were good, so yeah, those were kind of crap. I also was hoping for more entries to my bestiary that I would probably never complete. I then farmed some presents which gave me like nothing, not a single useful thing that I wanted. I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of a waste of time. Time to wrap up a few lost ends. I fought the super hard pre-hard mode boss known as the Deerclops, so that's neat. Then I searched for some more NPCs which led me to find the Angler on the beach, the Party Girl in a spider cave, and a tax collector from a tortured soul. I then needed 2 more NPCs, so I built a above ground mushroom biome thingy, so yeah, there's that. Not much was done within these next few days. To start, the Truffle and the Princess moved in, which marked the first time I have ever had all the NPCs in a Terraria world, except for Santa, but that's a different story. Next, I spent the time revamping my big boy storage room. I won't go in depth about it, but it's better, for now I hope. With my new revamped storage, I want to fill it with the Solar, Nebula, Vortex, and Stardust items. So I went to my best friend, the Moonlord, and killed them. A lot. I got the wings, tools, weapons, and armors for all 4 of those gear sets. Will I use them? Probably not. Do they look cool? Of course. Do I regret my decision to farm the Moonlord? Maybe. So we are getting on the final stretch, so why not look for strange plants to get some cool looking dye? We might as well look beautiful while we beat 100 days. Anyway, I also found out that we can make a Terra toilet. A toilet made with a broken sword. I can't imagine that is comfortable to sit on. So I made it, cause why not? It's kinda useless, but I fought pirates, so that makes up for it, right? Next, I decided my base looks kinda bad, so I made it look better with a few housing areas. I'm not a great builder, however, I think it looks nice. So then I felt like I was missing something, of course. So I did the Frost Moon again and got Santa to move in for a little while anyway, I guess. With Santa's help, I was able to properly decorate a tree for Christmas. We are almost there, the final stretch. So I figured I might as well make a temple for lightsabers. It is, of course, the obvious choice that we should do at this time. So yeah, after making a little temple, I went exploring pretty much everywhere. I didn't really have a plan. I even decided to get ready for day 100 because I was like, I have a little, it would be cool. There's something cool I could do on day 100. So, you never know. Day 100. We finally did it. We played through 100 in-game days in vanilla Terraria. So I think it was a perfect day to celebrate. I decided to make a poop house. So yeah, a house made of poop. A big ol' house made of poop. Yeah, over the past few days, basically, with the Terra toilet, I worked on getting a ton of poop. So yeah, I wanted to make this thing huge. So yeah, that's my poop base. I'm not the best builder, but look at it. It's a piece of crap. 100 days, 40 hours, and many, many dead slimes. Despite my little to no experience playing vanilla Terraria before, I was able to easily do it. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, maybe subscribe, why the heck not. I have ideas to continue on the same character. If you have any ideas, you can let me know too. So yeah, this was my first 100 days, and I definitely plan on doing more. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.